Big boy rules.
Yep.
Nick.
Yeah.
What was your most influential shot or most important shot?
Man, I don't know, dude. I would have to say.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like one shot. It could be like in a firefight, that series, I guess.
It's definitely in a firefight, dude. I would say, yeah, man, Afghanistan, we were getting ambushed. Fuck, yeah, this is a. All right, so we land in Marja, in this wide open, like, desert field, right? And it'd be like a click out, you can see these, like, little buildings and stuff like that. Then you, like, a minute after we land, bro, you start seeing tracer rounds go up into the air. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty fucking weird. You know, it's like Somalia, shit you see in Black Hawk Down movies, right? So we start walking in, and as soon as we break the city limits, bro, like we get ambushed. And I remember hearing this, like the different sound that a tracer round makes when it goes by your head or whatever. It's that different little.
It has more like a hiss.
Yeah, a hiss, like a crackling hiss to it, right?
Yeah.
So I could hear that. And I think it was like red. It was like a red tracer or something like that. And we were getting ambushed pretty good from the top of a building.
Like a firecracker almost, like a,
Yeah.
fizzling.
Yeah. Bottle rocket.
And dude, to watch that thing scream by, I was like, oh wow, it was like slow motion almost, right? Then they called me and my sniper partner up to take care of it. You know, it was like, there was like 3 guys up on the rooftop, 3 or 4 guys. And then seeing these guys like peek up above the little edge of this rooftop and watching their eyes like kind of flicker and, you know, do that. Hit those guys and, you know, like I remember I could tell I hit the one guy because like his head, like opening up a milk jug and like holding it upside down and listen to that. I remember it's like, I guess you could say I saved not saved the platoon.
Some weird sounds we're describing.
You know what I
ladies
mean?
and
But
gentlemen.
that led on to like the most significant where we broke off from that. We had intel that some guys ran off and were setting up some ambush. We break off, me and a team of like, dude, 15 guys, a squad, plus you know, some other guys, man, and break off, walk over to this like wood line, and me and my spotter, he's got a 300 Win Mag, and we're watching this assault team go up to this tree line. It's like 100 yards in front of us, right? And I'm looking over watching these guys, and they're walking up to this tree line, gonna go take care of the stuff, and you know, the guys in there, and they got a dog with them, and they have to go over this dead space of like 98 meters of dead space, right? They're walking up, I'm covering them, and I'm looking in between like their legs and stuff, like in between their legs and while they're walking, because I'm at level with their legs at this point. It's only 100 yards, right? And I can see the 2 like pairs of eyes kind of flicker off. They look like fireflies going off in the trees, man. And it's, I don't know, maybe 10 guys or something like that in there. I don't know. It was like 10 guys, 5 on where I was at.
You're on nods?
Then,
you're looking through nods?
Yeah,
that's why
nods
you see
and then
their eyes sparking.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And they get up close, man, and then like I can see this one pair of eyes like glimmer off the cover of a machine gun, like that little glimmer. I'm like, oh shit, he's got a machine gun. And right when I recognize that, it's like he sparked up. I saw this like a spark off his rifle. Then I see the squad guys. They're like 20 feet from the tree line, and then they like go down, and I'm sending it to this guy. I split him. I know I got him because like this white glare, and then it just went black, and boom, and watch him dump over. Then there's some guy in a fucking tree like doing ape shit, bro. And then my spotter, he's got a 300 Win Mag, and I'm just watching him like boom, boom, tag a few guys. We're doing that, and then we start hearing over the radio, like it's hard for that 308 round to break through the trees or whatever, right? And they're like, we need help, we need help. You know, 2 guys are now hitting the helmet. Dog goes in to subdue one guy. Dog gets hit in the ribs, and he's freaking out, so he's starting to run like laps and doing weird stuff, bro. And then
dogs go ape shit when they get shot.
Yeah, he's doing, but he fucked this one dude up like really good, and he's biting one guy. Another Hodge like shoots the dog, and I'm like, I'm hitting a few guys, bro, and I can see, you know, I'm hitting body, but they're not dying. It's like I'm smacking them. You can see the impact, and hit a guy in his butt cheek, and you can see that it's like butt almost flew off or whatever.
Shot his ass off.
Yeah, dude, it's like it's a lot of fat down there, right?
Yeah.
100 yards, 308 hollow tip, bro. It's, you know, taking something with it. And finally, bro, like, my boy Hogan comes over. I was in weapon squad with Hogan. He comes over with the Carl Gustav. And it's like,
I love that thing.
right? Yeah, he comes over with that. And they're starting to drag their guys out. One guy's shot in the helmet. One guy's shot through his nods. They're like, he's shot in the fucking head. We're like, oh my gosh, bro. So I'm starting to like get as much, you know, cover fire as I can. I'm really not seeing people at this point. I'm sending off rounds just to keep, you know, their heads down. Hogan comes up with the Carl Gustav and boom, launches one off, bro. Then they calling the AC-130.
Oh, no.
It was, you know, 105s coming in, but they're way the fuck off for some reason. Right? So I can see the guy, I want to say he's an E4 at that time, or maybe an E3 dude. And he's in charge of, you know, calling this, you know, gunship over. He's calling him, but he's off and he can't see out the, you know, scope and shit like that, looking, and I can see where the guys have moved and dispersed to. So I'm like, you know, I'm looking back at him, looking through the scope. I'm like, dude, left 50, plus 25, you know, all this and that. Giving in, you know, my coordinates where I'm seeing where the round should impact. And I'm just boom, 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 walking them, you know, on these guys in the tree line. You're seeing like the bark fly up. Finally, bro, we walk in. I'm like, dude, I don't see anybody. It's like smoke, dude. We start walking, we get up and we start clearing this spine out. They're getting taken care of, our wounded. The dog is getting patched up. And then like from me to, for some reason I changed mags, but I had no idea. I forgot that I was on subsonic, bro. And went to subsonic, and there's this guy who walks, he's like, I don't know, 40 feet in front of us, and it's like this haze, dude. And you can see body parts like walking over fingers and hands and butt cheeks and thighs, and there's people all over the place, bro. Like in piles of them. And this guy like emerges from the ashes, bro. It's like fucking zombie movies. And he's like looking, this weird look, bro, and then sink one off, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with my gun, bro? It's like a weird dream, and I'm, you know, looking at it, trying to unjam it, like, what the hell? I thought I had to squib round.
Your action didn't go away.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking,
Subsonic
doesn't cycle.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I think there's a squib round stuck in the barrel.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, fuck.
Stovepipe or something?
Yeah, but it was a weird, like, those rounds where they're not accurate. You know, you have to be close, bro.
Yeah, they're like
really
musket
close.
balls at that
Yeah,
point.
You
really
have to be close, bro. And I'm like already dialed in at 300 or something like that, and I'm not even, you know.
I was going to ask, why'd you guys even go out with subsonic?
I was shooting out lights and shit like that.
Yeah, lights and dogs.
Lights and dogs are big
So
things.
you
So
have
we're-
a little load of subsonic for that.
Yeah, I
We're
carry
sneaking
a
up
bag
on
of
targets,
subsonic.
so before we, you know, if need be, it's not our TTP or any SOP or anything, but if need be, it's like you need a light shot out while the assault team's going up. I can shoot out a light.
We bought
you know?
BB guns. That's how good we were.
Shoot out a light. Yeah, that was like the most memorable, or to me, because I got an email from one of the guys who was on that squad like years later. He was like, bro, you're my guardian angel. I was shooting rounds over this dude's shoulder, bro. Like sending rounds over shoulders, pulling one, you know, guys like that, bro. I'm sending rounds like through fucking gaps, dude. Mad cocky, but it's like they were right in front of them and they're pulling guys back, bro. And it's like, yeah.
So yeah, you're working that, dude. That's crazy, man.
That was my most
That's
like,
nuts, dude.
And then calling in the airstrike, or not, I didn't call it in, but helping adjust fire, and got an award for that.
You call it an airstrike?
I didn't call it in. It was adjusting fire with the AC-130. It was like add 50, you know, plus 75 or whatever.